I'll call the meeting of the Waxahachie Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Please let the record show that we have 6 trustees in attendance, and this meeting has been duly called, and notice of this meeting has been duly posted for time and manner required by law. First item on our agenda would be our closed session. I don't see a need to go to closed session unless someone recommends that we do. We will move on to item number 4, which is our open forum. We not have anyone signed up to speak this morning. So we'll move into item number 5, which is our oath of office for board members elected at the May 6, 2023 election.
Mr. President, I am very honored this morning to have the Honorable Judge William Wallace here from our District Court 337 to administer the oath of office to Mr. Schoolfield. So, Mr. Schoolfield, if you want to come on down front. Yeah.
I didn't bring a black robe.
Before I start, I want to thank you all very much for the honor of doing this. I'm a public servant, but you all compensate me well for my time, and I love what I do. But nobody compensates school board members or city council members. They step into the bullseye, they take all the criticism, they do all the heavy lifting, and we get great cities, and we get great schools, and we get great kids. And honestly, Clay, your willingness to serve is far more valuable than a simple oath or a couple of good morning handshakes with some friends sometimes in life. Thank you for what you do. All right, you raise your right hand for me, sir, and repeat after me. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of trustee of the school board of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Judge, thank you so much.
Thanks. There's 2 spots on this side. Thanks, Doug.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Wonderful that we're going to go do what we do.
Okay, moving into action item 6A, which is consideration and possible action to accept a donation of approximately 14 acres of land within the Saddlebrook subdivision for the location of a new elementary school, and authorize the board president to accept the deed and execute all necessary documents. Mr. Robinson?
Thank you, Mr. President, Board, Dr. Hollingsworth. This is a fantastic opportunity. Our superintendent says it's just not like this everywhere, and it's genuine. And so we have a developer, 287 Waxahachie LP, but known generally as the developer responsible for the Saddlebrook development, who desires to give us 14 acres of land so that we may build elementary school number 10, our neighborhood school that was recently approved by our voters. And so today we have the opportunity, trustees have the opportunity to accept the donation of 14 acres of land where we will place an elementary school.
Any questions or comments for Mr. Robinson? Okay, I entertain a motion to approve action item A.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Kriegel,
Second.
Second by Ms. Starnader. Is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Moving on to the next action item, with consideration with possible action to hire a principal for Dunaway Elementary and a principal for Waxahachie Global High School.
Mr. President and trustees, I'm very excited this morning to bring two outstanding recommendations for the role of principal at Dunaway Elementary School and at Waxahachie Global High School. We're going to start with Dunaway, and I am pleased today to bring to you our current assistant principal, Mrs. Ginger Aleman, and I want to share with you a little bit about Mrs. Aleman and the work that she has done. First thing, I want to share some comments that came from the committee that interviewed. She is a listener and a processor. She's highly prepared. Her teachers talk about her presence all over Dunaway Elementary School. She has high expectations, and one of the things I love that they said about her is that she has a way of challenging teachers and sharing difficult information in a way that they receive really well. They talked about her leadership, her knowledge. They talked about her leadership in PLC and how it is that she leads collaborative teams on the campus. She understands the dual language model, and Mrs. Aleman has the great experience of having also worked in our dual language program, our bilingual office as a coordinator prior to moving into her role as an assistant principal, and she has wide and varied experiences in the classroom. So I'm very pleased to bring Mrs. Aleman to you for approval this morning. And we're going to do a dual. I'll give you both a minute to say some words, but I also want to make recommendation to you on this same motion for Derek Zant to become our next principal at Waxahachie Global High School. Things that the committee had to say about Mr. Zant: energy, passion, and dedication. His passion is evident and sincere in everything that he does. He has a sincere desire to learn in everything that he does, extensive experience, and he's committed to Waxahachie ISD. This is his home, and one of the things that everybody knows about Mr. Zant is his presence, not only in the hallways and in classrooms, but Mr. Zant is very well known for his presence in the morning traffic circle, where he is known wide and far throughout our community, and I can attest to that as a father as well. I'm very pleased to bring both of these recommendations to you for these very important instructional leadership positions.
Questions for Dr. Hollingsworth? Okay, I will entertain a motion to hire principal for Dunaway Elementary and our principal for Global High.
So moved.
A motion by Mrs. Timmerman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Kriegel. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 6-0.
Congratulations to you both, and I'm going to give you all an opportunity. Mrs. Aleman, I know you brought some folks with you, so you're welcome to make introduction of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I brought my husband and my daughters. So that's my husband Hyman, and Gabby is back there. Victoria. They both go to Dunaway. We have Catalina, who is a student at Coleman, and Natalia, who is
That's right.
a sophomore at the high school. So just wanted to say thank you to the board for this opportunity. I'm very excited.
Mr. Zant, we keep one of your family members around here all the time, just for an occasion like this. So.
All the time. And my mom's back there, Sharon Zant, works in the HR department. And my wife is a third grade teacher at Simpson. And then teachers, they don't take off.
That's
and
right.
so she didn't take off. But I'm excited. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity. I'm blessed, and I love Waxahachie as home. And I'm blessed for this adventure, for this opportunity, and I'm excited about it. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Ryan has C and D.
Okay, moving on, our next action item is consideration with possible approval for partial roof overlay projects at Clift Elementary, Felty Elementary, and Howard Junior High at a price not to exceed $760,000 with Honey's Roofing LLC.
Good morning, Board and Dr. Hollingsworth. As you remember, back first Saturday in May, we had an election, and Proposition C was all about improving our current campuses. And so one of the priority one items at Clift, at Felty, and at Howard was to do a partial roof overlay of some areas that we have habitual leaking problems. And so before you this morning is a summation quote of $760,000 to go in and do the partial roof overlay. This is a TPO roofing system, same roofing system that we've recently used over at Finley and in parts of Coleman. We've had great success. We've also used it in another part of Clift. If you remember the waterfall outside of the gymnasium and the music room area, we've used the same system over at Clift with great results. And so it is not a full roof overlay. It's not a replacement of the entire roofs at these campuses, but it is to help where we've had some leaking in spots.
Questions for Mr. Collins?
Mr. Collin, are there any other campuses that are needing roofing issues?
Yes, ma'am. I believe there are some other campuses that have priority one or two roofing items. These are the ones that really we're worried about additional damage if we don't start addressing them right now. Some of the other roofs are looking more like a complete roof overlay of those campuses. And so while that needs to get done, we don't have the time or the manpower at this point to get those done in this summer.
Okay.
And so we will be looking at those going forward. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, I entertain a motion to approve action item C.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Timmerman. Second by Mr. Schofield. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries 6-0. And our final action item is consideration of possible action to approve a guaranteed maximum price for the construction of Neighborhood Elementary Number 10 from BTC in the amount of $35,447,867.
Thanks, sir. This is the exciting part of the day. So as Mr. Avenshine mentioned earlier, we got our approval from voters and we're starting to make some headway. We have the land, we have the delivery method, we have the contractors, we have all the good people in place, but at this point we don't have a price. And we've done the postings, BTC has done the postings, we've received the responses, we've done the tabulations, and at this point, Board, we're asking for your authorization to go ahead and commence with construction. There has been one minor change to the 35,447 that's up there. In looking through the responses, we found one response. It's for a climate control system that would give us an additional climate control system in the district. So we are recommending one change that would increase the price to $88,000. It's still well within our budget for the overall construction of this facility, but it would reduce the number of redundant systems that we would have in the district. Redundant's not the right word. Duplicative, competitive systems within the district, and it would make it easier on our maintenance staff going forward to maintain all of these systems district-wide. So the new total is $35,535,874, and that's the guaranteed maximum price presented for elementary school number 10 in the Saddlebrook development.
Any questions for Mr. Collins?
I'm sorry, Mr. Collin, it's early.
Yes, ma'am.
The 88,000, is that included in the 35 million or not?
So in your agenda, it says 35,447,867. That is not inclusive of that $88,000 change that I'm requesting that we make at this time. The 35,535,874, that is inclusive of that $88,000 change.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve a guaranteed maximum price for the construction of Neighborhood Elementary Number 10 from BTC in the amount of $35,535,874. Motion by Mr. Schofield,
Second.
second by Mr. Rogers. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you very much. And last motion be to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Kriegel,
Second.
second by Mr. Starnader. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Thank you very much.